Hey guys, it's Heather from Kellofaplan, and I am so excited about today's videos. We have two videos today because we have two releases on Friday. One of them is for reading basics and our new reading planner. I can't wait to show y'all. The other one is for daily florals and a daily sheet pack that we're releasing. So we have a separate video for the daily florals. So if you are interested in that collection, be sure to check it out. And then we also have this reading collection. Both of these collections are going to release on Friday, September 1st at 10 o'clock a.m. Central. This reading planner, I do expect it to sell out pretty quickly. We have more coming because I got real nervous about how well it was going to sell. And so I went ahead and ordered more. They are on their way to me, but they're not here yet. I'm not exactly sure when they will be here. So we will have a restock, but I'm not sure exactly of the restock date yet. So if you want this like right away, please be sure to order Friday because I do think this planner is going to sell out. And we have a sticker book that goes with it. Let's start with the planner. And then we will go to the sticker book, okay? This little black is ink, okay. So this is your cover. It says, "A reader lives 1,000 lives before they die." And then the back has the bookshelves with our logo. It is on clear plastic discs. And this planner is gonna be $45, okay? It doesn't have the metal discs like our normal $45 planners, but it has 2 extra sections in the back, which you'll see in a little bit. And so that's why the price is still the $45 because we kind of traded the metal disc for the 2 extra sections in the back. So this is your cover page. It says this is your year and has the books all stacked up. This is an undated planner. The reason I did undated is because I know for me, my commitment to reading and the time I have available for reading kind of ebbs and flows throughout the year. Some months I might read a ton of books one month, and some months I might not read any. So I chose to make this undated so that if there's a month where you're not reading a lot, you can just skip it in your planner and then you can use that month later and it doesn't go to waste. So that is why it's undated. It has lots of fun pages. So we have the book of the month where you can write in your favorite book of the month. This is a yearly overview. So this says favorite book this year, favorite author this year, favorite genre this year, this year's goal, and then the actual number of books you read. And then this is a chart to show your books that you read this year. This is supposed to be the color key. So this says genres read this year. So you have fiction, fantasy, romance, mystery, thriller, horror, historical fiction, nonfiction, biography, and memoir. And what I thought you could do is color code these. And then as you color in however many books you read for January, you could color code the box based on what the genre was. And so then by the end of the year, you have kind of an overview of what genres you read the most. And I thought that would be a really interesting way to graph that. If that's not something you're interested in, you can always cover this up with washi and just color in your boxes as you read them. Then we have a reading challenge and a reading bucket list. I thought these would be fun to have in your planner. So, sorry, excuse me. It says, this is the reading challenge. So you're supposed to read a book that would fit in each of these boxes. So takes place in another country, has 2 authors, is a celeb memoir, has a female author, has won an award, is borrowed from a friend, that makes you cry, has a 1-word title, is part of a series, is based on a true story, was published this year, was published the year you were born, has a movie adaptation, is on the bestseller list, was a favorite from childhood, the author has the same first name as you, has an ugly cover, you would normally never read. And then here's your reading bucket list. Make a bookmark, attend a book club, read an advanced copy, attend a library event, watch a book's movie, read an entire series, review a book online, meet your monthly reading goal, spend an entire day reading, recommend a book to a friend, attend a book signing, share a book on social media, read a book in one day, read a book with a friend, visit a bookstore, listen to an audiobook, check out a library book, and donate books. And then these pages we left blank because we wanted this to be where people could use this in whatever way worked for them. Maybe you're someone who checks out a lot of books from the library, and so you want to use this as like the date you check it out, what book it is, the author, and when you have to turn it back in. Or maybe you do a lot of advanced copy reads and you need to keep track of when you have to have it read and when you have to have your review submitted. So you could use this to track that. Or maybe you go to a lot of book clubs and you need to have a place for your schedule. But you can use these pages really however you want to. That's why they're blank. We really wanted to make that customizable. And then here we have your reading wish list. I don't know about you, but a lot of times I'll scroll through Instagram or TikTok and people will talk about books and I'll be like, oh, I really want to read that. And I'll like save it or screenshot it, but then I never remember. So this is a reading wish list where you could come in and put the title and the author, and then you can check it off here when you finally get to read it. All right, so then we have our 12 monthlies. Inside each divider is the same thing. So I'm going to show it all to you and then I'll show you all the dividers. So this divider says just one more chapter and it is double-sided. So you could always use these dividers again and again. This is kind of like your monthly overview. So you have this month's reading goals. This is a daily reading tracker. So this is where you could date for the month, put the little date in there, and then you could color in or check it off or exit off if you don't read that day, but just to keep up with when you read. This is your favorite book of the month. Well, I'm sorry, this is the book of the month. This is the favorite book this month. This is supposed to be like if you're part of a book club or one of those online book things that has a book of the month, you could track that here. Total books read this month. This is a rating key. So what I thought you could do here is color code your stars. And then you could write here next to the side, like what that means for you. Like maybe 1 star is like terrible, didn't finish. And 2 stars is like wouldn't recommend. 3 stars is it was okay. Or however, what the ratings mean to you, you could write out to the side. But then if you color code them, then this is your bookshelf for the month. So then as you fill in books that you read this month, you could then color the book based on your rating so that you'll always remember how you rated it. I thought that would be cute. Then you have your monthly overview, which is undated. And then this is your weekly setup. Now, there are technically 6 of these in every month, which most months don't have 6. You have 4 or 5. If you're in a month that has 4, then you could just take one of these pages out, stick it in the back, and use it later. So just remember you can take them out if you don't need all 6, but we would rather you have too many than not enough. So it is undated. So up here you can put the week of, currently reading weekly goal, your weekly habit tracker, and then you have a box for each day. And you can use this however you want. We put lines in there so that you could write on it. Maybe you write a quote of the day. Maybe you write about how you didn't get to read that day, why you didn't read. Maybe you can write about how something made you feel that you read that day. You know, there's all kinds of ways that you could use these boxes. Or you could use it for your regular planner if you wanted to, and you just keep track of what you're reading here. And maybe you don't need more than a box for your regular planner, and you could do your plans in here and just have reading kind of around it. That you could do that too. Here's your favorite quote, but you could easily cover that up and use this for something else. If you finish reading something that week, you can then rate it and put your thoughts. Okay, so you get 6 of those each month, and then you have your monthly reading log at the end where you can put the date you started, the book, the author, and when you finished. So now let's check out the different dividers. This one says the book is always better, and that's the back of it. And then we have books are my love language, and that's the back of that one. There is no such thing as too many books, and that's the back of that one. Reading is dreaming with your eyes open. That's the back of that one. Bookmarks are for quitters. That's the back of that one. Between the pages of a book is a lovely place to be. That's the back of that one. I love coffee and books. That's the back of that one. So many books, so little time. That's the back of that one. Excuse me. Reading takes you on the greatest adventures. That's the back of that one. Life is better with books. Excuse me. And then book lover. And then I mentioned at the beginning of the video that there are 2 extra sections. So the first extra section says book reviews, professional bookworm. And then this is a section where you can review books. So you can print out a little picture of the book cover, fill in the information, your review, and any notes about the book. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of these. We will have a notepad for sale separately that has more of these in case you need more. So that will be sold separately. And then this one says, this is for book club. And it says, there are no faster or firmer friendships than those formed between people who love the same books. And then you have your book club schedule, and then book club questions that you can answer before going, just so you have some things to talk about. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, and we will also have a notepad sold separately of these pages in case you need more of those as well. So that is our book planner. And then we have our Reading Basics sticker book, which I'm super excited about this book. So these are some quotes. These are paper quotes. I'm going to read them all to you. It says, reading will take you everywhere. A reader lives 1,000 lives. All I do is read no matter what. I read past my bedtime. Emotionally attached to fictional characters. My favorite things, planners and books. I love books. Because of books, I have lived 1,000 lives. Between the pages of a book is a lovely place to be. Reading takes me everywhere. So many books, so little time. Reader's gonna read. I'd rather be reading. Keep calm and buy books. The book is always better. Bookmarks are for quitters. Go away, I'm reading. Fiction addiction. Professional bookworm. Not enough books. Professional bookworm. Crazy book lady. Bookaholic. Books and coffee. My weekend is fully booked. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy books, and that's kind of the same thing. Just one more chapter. Books are my love language. I like big books and I cannot lie. And then you have those same quotes, but in color here. And then here we have some more stickers. So these say reading monthly goal, reading weekly goal, reading challenge, reading bucket list, reading tracker, reading book log, currently reading, started reading, finished reading with the rating, book review, book club, and then some rating stickers. And then you have those same stickers, but in color. Then these are some book review stickers. So they say book review, title, author, started reading, finished reading, and your rating. And you get 2 pages of those. And then now we're going into our decorative sets. So this first set matches our planner. So you have your colorful boxes. And then you have your decorative stickers. These are paper. I think this whole book is paper stickers. And then we go into our decorative sets that are just different book themes. So here we have books and wine, books and coffee, with like the really pretty like greens and creams. I love this set, the different blues and purples with our little book lover. I love the florals. Then we've got a blue and pink set. And here we have the books with the florals. Books with the florals. This set, I really love this one. I think this one's really cute. Look at all of them with their books. Just think those are so cute. Then we have a fun, bright colored set with all the different books and florals. And this one is kind of a more muted set, and this one has like a fall vibe to it, which I think is really cute. And then this one's got like kind of some more pastel colors with the books and the florals. All right, so that is Reading Basics. These 2 items plus the 2 coordinating notepads release on September 1st at 10 o'clock a.m. Central on Kellofaplan.com. And be sure to check out our other video to find out more about daily florals. Happy planning!